promise. It's not going to leave you flat. It's impossible to. It's just that good. I know it's hard to believe the hype, but it's true.
Yeah, it's like, I haven't sold it by now. And for me, also on the marketing standpoint and a brand manager standpoint from it is, I went into Summer Wars, starting working on Summer Wars, coming right off Hitalia.
Wow.
Like, coming off right on the heels of Hitalia. And Hitalia got so big, so quickly, that I was a little, love Hitalia with all my heart, but I was naturally concerned, like, wow, everything I did with this, and I really hope that I'm just not going to be defined as the Hitalia girl forever. Like, oh, she does Hitalia, and that's it. Because after such a high, like, what else is there? It was just one of the greatest experiences, and then Summer Wars, I'm really, just like Mr. Tatum said, I'm so... Yeah,
our English teacher.
I feign politeness in your general direction.
You get a banana sticker.
Oh boy. I am so proud of Summer Wars that if I never get to do anything with anime or anything ever again, I feel like I've died and gone to heaven. I feel like it could all... Yeah, no, not complete. One is never complete. Life is a journey.
But you can die happy.
Yes, like that. That's what Summer Wars is. It's just one of those things that all...
And can I just say, and this is a kind of a love fest, I realize now, so I'm sorry if all of you were like, the two of you, but I mean...
No,
like,
we love it.
You are so freaking awesome at what you do, and like, for those of us that are involved in projects like this, like Italia is a great example, but this is the prime example of... This woman does things like no human being does. Like, she has a dimensional warp around her and is capable of getting things done in she has a TARDIS, okay? There's the only...
Yes!
She's a Time Lord in disguise. That's the only... It's a theory, I know, and she won't confirm or deny one way or the other, but I'm convinced.
The first female Time Lord.
It is so gratifying on our end of the industry, because I know between production and marketing, we don't often... cross paths a lot. They're two very, very separate...
There's a door between us, literally.
There's a door between us, and you have to have a badge to get back there, and only a few of us have the clearance. And, but it's so nice. Like, she is so very much a part of our side of the family. Like, she is so much that bridge person, and she busts her ass like you would not believe to sell it, because she believes in what she does, and she's awesome at what she does. And I don't know. I mean, seriously, like, I've been on the panels with you now that I'm just, like, in awe. I'm like, oh my God, you were born to do this. And it's like, Jimi Hendrix was born to play the guitar. You were born to sell this to us and, like, go out there and promote it. I mean, it's really...
And she does a damn good job.
I'm going to cry like Summer Wars. Seriously, dude. Do you want me to run my makeup?
I'm saying, people like her do not get enough love. So just for my sake and for her and for the sake of your own immortal souls, for God's sake, let's give some love to this woman. That is the correct response.
That's my thing. Hearts all around. Hearts all around.
Heart explosion.
And there's a second version. I'll teach you the other hearts. Okay, and this one is, totally Funimation. Kamehame hearts.
Oh,
that's cute. I haven't seen that one before.
Where's my bucket?
Yeah, I went there. No. But thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm all blushing, and my makeup is trying to run.
Quick, somebody ask another question.
Yeah.
Quick, ask another question. Yes.
Yes.
When Granny comes at your character with the spear, is that not, like, the best?
That whole scene... That whole scene, and Pam was already recorded, and I have never met Pam in person. I would love to, because I want to buy her so many drinks.
Wow!
Because she's been in a lot of shows, and I'm like, I would just love to just break a bottle of scotch with this woman, and get into a bar fight with some people with her. I mean, I'm sure that's just how much I love this woman, just from her voice and from her acting prowess. And that scene, again, this relationship, very similar to the relationship I had to my grandmother. Now, my grandmother never came at me with a spear, but she would have had a really ready hand at several points in my life. And so there was kind of a similar moment between myself and my real grandmother, who passed away she passed away when I was 17, so a very, very long time ago. But she was a huge influence on my life, and she kind of passed away before she understood how important she was to me, because I hadn't grown up enough to be able to tell her, and that's always been one of the biggest regrets of my life. And in that scene, and later on in the scene which follows, when he says, and I don't want to give too much away, but you know that I'm talking about, that one line when he just says, I need to see her, and then later on, I kind of freaked out Mike a little bit, because I was crying in the booth, and I realized, I was kind of purging all these feelings I'd had about my own grandmother. And it was almost like she was in the booth with me going, see, I told you you'd be okay, you dude.
Oh, that's so cute!
And it's a powerful scene, even if I hadn't, come into it with that particular experience in mind. It's such a powerful moment, because you see for the first time Wabisuke, who's been nothing but an ass this entire time, opens up very briefly and becomes very childlike towards his grandmother, trying to justify himself and explain it, and he's kind of got this smile on his face like a little boy going, did I do good, and her response is like, and then instantly, he just freezes up again and goes back into that coping mechanism of just being cynical and douchey, and then leave, and your heart breaks for him, and you see how, it's amazing that those little moments, it's all of a 2-minute scene, and so much about how those characters have grown up together and related to each other is revealed through so little. It's amazing how wonderfully written and how wonderfully animated it is, what makes it such a good drama, that a character like Wabisuke, who has all of 20 lines in the film, can come across so potently. And it has very little to do with my performance, really, because like I said, it's all just there, and being human, I respond to it, and it just sounds real because I've been there. And most of us have in some respects, and that's a great scene. I'm glad you bring that up, because that's a great moment. I want a still shot of that scene where she's got the spear and he's holding it and they're fighting it,
But
because it's intense.
It's really a testament to Mamoru Hosoda, the Japanese director, in that this family just goes on forever. And they're all around the table, and there's just dozens of them. And even with 1 or 2 lines, that person. Every single word that comes out of everyone's mouth in Summer Wars, not a second is wasted. Every single shot, you can see everything is so beautifully thought out and planned out with this meticulous detail that and this is Summer Wars is Mamoru Hosoda's second feature film. This is this dude's number 2. I mean,
was it the girl
who left through time?
Left through time.
I'm a little scared about what his next movie will be.
His next movie will destroy all of us.
That's how the world will end.
Like it will end the world.
It's you will have to go into the theater and you'll have to have your life alert necklace, because your heart will explode and the ambulance will have to come and take you. It will be that intense.
Screw the zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
But the movie can't be playing while the paramedics come, because then they'll fall and they'll draw, and before it's all over, they have to
it'll be like
theater.
It'll be like the end of Evangelion. It'll be like all y'all. That's what it'll be like. But it's so.
There's a handful of really great little moments like that in the film, where this huge family, and like I said, you cannot keep track of who the hell is who, cousins, daughters, whatever. But there's a moment, the character Monica plays, I cannot remember her name, but she's a huge baseball fan. Humi. And she's really funny. She's sitting there and she's always helping, her mom cook and everything, because her mom's I guess one of the grandmother's first daughters or something like that. And so this is her it's again, Janie, the tree is very big, a lot of branches. And she's constantly watching baseball, and it's a local team that she's yeah, and it's her son or something.
Yeah, her son's on the team.
And so she's always rooting, and she's always got her outfit on, her jersey.
And she's got her megaphone, and she's watching the TV while she has her megaphone.
And she is just obsessed with baseball, and you love her because she's so funny and loud and obnoxious, and then at some little moment, she just comes up, and her mom comes in and walks in and says, okay, you got to help me make the buns or something, and she doesn't put up a fight it's in a key moment in the game, and she's just oh, okay, and she puts everything down and just goes into the kitchen and helps her mother. And it's little moments like that, you're my God, this is such a soldered family. The ones that are there have such a profound relationship with each other, even with all the tensions. It's great. I love it.
There was that little, the little aw man, and like Yumi's character reminds me of a long time ago, big family Thanksgiving dinners where you always got the one family member that you need them to help clean up the dishes, but they're glued to the football game, and you just got to go like, no, really, we have like dishes for miles and miles and miles.